Hello friends, welcome to Green Discovery. Today, you will see the massive American harvesting rush, where millions of tons of wheat, corn, and cotton are harvested across wide-open farmlands. In this video, we take you deep into the wheat belts of the United States, exploring how American farmers plant, grow, and harvest one of the world's most important crops. From endless golden fields to powerful harvesting machines working day and night, this is the full story of wheat production in America. So, let's start. Wheat is one of the world's oldest and most essential cereal grains, and in the United States, it plays a major role in food production, farming economy, and exports. Wheat is used to make bread, pasta, biscuits, cakes, noodles, flour, animal feed, and hundreds of other food products. Although wheat ranks behind corn and soybeans in total acreage in the U.S., it remains a top crop grown in nearly every region of the country. Wheat farming supports thousands of American families, rural communities, milling industries, and international export markets. The grain's versatility, storageability, and demand make it a cornerstone of American agriculture. Types of wheat grown in the United States. America grows several types of wheat, each with its own climate requirements and end-use purpose. Hard red winter wheat is the most widely grown variety and is used mostly for bread because it contains high protein and strong gluten. Hard red spring wheat is grown in the northern states and is known for the highest quality protein used for premium breads and baking products. Soft red winter wheat is used for cakes, cookies, pastries, and crackers because of its low protein and lighter texture. Durum wheat, grown in the northern plains, is used for pasta production, giving foods like spaghetti and macaroni their firm structure. Soft white wheat grows mainly in the Pacific Northwest and is excellent for Asian-style noodles and certain bakery items. Together, these classes make the U.S. a diverse and reliable wheat-producing nation. Wheat harvest season in America. Wheat harvesting seasons in America vary depending on the type of wheat and regional climate. Winter wheat is planted in September to November, survives winter under snow or cold temperatures, grows again in spring, and is harvested in June and July. Spring wheat, on the other hand, is planted in April and May and harvested later in August or early September. Because the United States is geographically large, harvest moves from south to north like a wave. Oklahoma and Texas begin the harvest first, then Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, and finally Montana and North Dakota at the end of summer. By the time the northern states finish harvesting, the southern farmers are already preparing for the next planting cycle. This long harvest window is why the U.S. wheat harvest is called the Great Harvest Run. Major wheat-producing states in America. America's top wheat-producing states stretch across the Great Plains and the Pacific Northwest. Kansas is traditionally known as the wheat state and often leads the nation in winter wheat production. North Dakota is the king of spring wheat and durum wheat, contributing huge quantities of high-protein grains. Montana is another major producer with large open farms suitable for modern machinery. Oklahoma and Nebraska produce significant amounts of hard red winter wheat. Washington and Oregon, located in the Pacific Northwest, produce soft white wheat that is exported heavily to Asian markets. Together, these states form the backbone of American wheat farming, with millions of acres dedicated to wheat fields. Wheat production and land area in the U.S. The United States harvests millions of acres of wheat every year. In the 2023-2024 season, around 15 million hectares, or 38 million acres of wheat were grown across the country. Total production reached around 49-55 million metric tons, depending on weather and yields. The harvested land area has reduced over decades as some farmers switched to corn and soybeans due to higher profitability. But modern farming technology and improved seed varieties keep wheat yields strong. In 2024-25, production climbed again, with nearly 2 billion bushels harvested nationwide. These numbers show that wheat remains a powerful and vital crop in American agriculture. How American farmers harvest wheat. The American wheat harvest is one of the most mechanized and efficient in the world. Farmers rely on powerful machines called combine harvesters, which perform 3 functions in one: cutting the wheat plant, threshing the kernels from the heads, and cleaning the grain by separating straw and chaff. Modern combines are equipped with GPS systems. automatic height adjustments, moisture sensors, and large grain tanks to reduce downtime. Popular brands such as John Deere, Case IH, New Holland, and Gleaner dominate the wheat fields. These machines harvest acres within minutes, allowing farmers to cover hundreds of acres in a single day. During peak harvest, entire fleets of combines, grain carts, and semi-trucks move together like a harvesting army, collecting millions of tons of wheat and transporting it to grain elevators. A day in the life of a wheat farmer. A wheat farmer's day during harvest season begins before sunrise. Farmers check weather forecasts, inspect machinery, test grain moisture levels, and prepare fuel, trucks, and support equipment. When the sun dries morning dew, combines enter the fields and harvesting begins. The work continues non-stop through afternoon and evening, often until midnight when the air becomes too humid. Grain carts shuttle between combines and trucks, carrying grain to storage facilities or local elevators. Breakdowns, weather delays, and dust storms are common challenges. But despite the intensity, harvest season is the most exciting time of year for American farmers, the moment when a year's hard work finally pays off. How much do wheat farmers earn? Wheat farmer income in the U.S. changes every year because it depends on weather, yield, and global prices. Farmers typically earn based on bushels per acre, multiplied by the market price. For example, if a farmer harvests 50-70 bushels per acre and the price is around $5 per bushel, revenue might be $250-490 per acre. However, expenses such as fuel, fertilizer, seed, machinery maintenance, land rent, and labor reduce profits significantly. Some years, drought or heat waves reduce yields and farmer income drops. Other years with good weather and strong global demand can result in higher profits. Many farmers rely on crop insurance, government programs, and futures market contracts to stabilize their earnings. The United States is one of the world's largest exporters of wheat. Every year, around 40–45% of American wheat is exported to international markets. Major buyers include Mexico, Japan, the Philippines, Nigeria, South Korea, and countries in the Middle East. The U.S. is especially famous for exporting high-quality spring wheat and soft white wheat. Export markets fluctuate due to global competition from Russia, Canada, and European countries. However, the reliability, quality control, and transportation capacity of the United States make its wheat highly trusted worldwide. American wheat feeds millions of people beyond its borders, making it a critical player in global food security. Challenges and the future of American wheat. Farming, despite its strength, the American wheat industry faces challenges such as climate change, drought, rising machinery costs, and competition from other countries. Many farmers are shifting to more profitable crops. However, the future remains strong thanks to advanced technology like precision agriculture, drought-resistant seeds, and satellite-guided tractors. American wheat continues to be essential for domestic consumption and international trade. With sustainable farming practices and innovation, wheat farming in the U.S. is expected to remain an important part of agriculture for decades to come. American cotton harvesting rush across huge farmlands where millions of bales of cotton are harvested using some of the world's most advanced agricultural machines. From white cotton fields stretching to the horizon to giant harvesters collecting fluffy fiber, this video brings you the full story of how American farmers grow, harvest, and export cotton to the entire world. So let's begin our journey into the world of American cotton. Cotton is one of the most valuable fiber crops on Earth and has been grown in the United States for over 200 years. It is used to produce clothing, bed sheets, jeans, t-shirts, towels, medical bandages, industrial materials, and even cooking oil. Cotton is more than a crop. It is a powerful economic engine for rural states, supporting thousands of farms, ginning industries, textile mills, and export markets. America is consistently among the top cotton producers and exporters in the world. Cotton farming shapes the culture, economy, and livelihoods of farmers in the southern United States, where long summers and rich soils create perfect growing conditions. Types of cotton grown in the United States. The United States grows mainly two types of cotton, upland cotton and Pima cotton. Upland cotton is the most widely grown and accounts for the majority of America's production. It has medium fiber length and is used for jeans, shirts, everyday clothing, and industrial textiles. Pima cotton, grown mostly in California, Arizona, and New Mexico, has extra-long staple fibers that produce luxurious, silky, high-quality fabric used in premium garments and bedding. Pima cotton represents only a small percentage of U.S. production, but sells at a higher price due to its superior fiber quality. Together, both types contribute to a strong, diverse cotton industry. In America, the most commonly used cotton is upland cotton, which makes up nearly 95% of the country's cotton production. It is widely grown across southern states such as Texas, Mississippi, Georgia, and Arkansas. Upland cotton is popular because it is strong, affordable, and suitable for everyday products like t-shirts, jeans, towels, and bed sheets. The remaining portion of cotton used in the United States is Pima cotton, a premium variety known for its extra-long fibers that make it exceptionally soft, durable, and luxurious. Pima cotton is grown mainly in California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas, and it is used for high-quality clothing and luxury bedding. Overall, upland cotton dominates the American market due to its versatility and large-scale production, while Pima cotton is valued for premium high-end products. Cotton harvest season in America. Cotton harvest season depends on weather, planting time, and regional climate. In the U.S., cotton is planted between April and June and harvested from September to December. Southern states like Texas begin harvesting earlier, often starting in late August or early September. States like Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia harvest from September through November. Western cotton states like California and Arizona may harvest into December. Cotton must be fully matured, leaves dried, and bolls open before harvesting begins. In modern farming, a special chemical called a defoliant is sprayed before harvest to drop the leaves and expose clean cotton bolls for easier machine picking. Once the fields turn white with open cotton fibers, massive harvesters enter the fields and the real action begins. In America, cotton is mainly harvested using two advanced machines that make the process fast and efficient. The most commonly used machine is the cotton picker, which gently removes the cotton fiber from the open bolls using rotating spindles and collects it into a large basket without damaging the plant. This machine is widely used across major cotton-producing states such as Texas, Mississippi, and Georgia because it produces clean, high-quality cotton. Another machine used in some regions is the cotton stripper, which strips the entire boll and plant material, making it suitable for dry areas where cotton naturally opens at the end of the season. After harvesting, the cotton is cleaned and processed in gins to separate the fibers from seeds. Overall, these modern machines help American farmers harvest cotton quickly and efficiently across large fields. Major cotton-producing states. In the U.S., cotton is grown in a region known as the Cotton Belt, which stretches across the southern United States. The largest cotton-producing state is Texas, which often produces more cotton than any other country in the world, except the U.S., India, and China. Other major cotton states include Georgia, Mississippi, Arkansas, Alabama, Missouri, Tennessee, Arizona, and California. These states have warm weather, long frost-free seasons, and fertile soils that allow cotton to grow successfully. Texas alone often accounts for 40% of total U.S. cotton production, making it the cotton capital of America. Each of these states contributes significantly to America's cotton supply and export strength. Cotton production and land area. In 2023-2024, cotton is a major U.S. crop with a large planted area every year. In the 2023-24 season, America harvested about 12 to 13 million bales of cotton, which equals roughly 2.5 to 3 million metric tons. While production varies with drought and rainfall, the U.S. consistently ranks among the top 3 global cotton producers. Harvested area in 2024-25 was approximately 18.9 million acres. Depending on weather conditions and abandonment rates, in drought-prone areas like West Texas, cotton yields average between 800 to 900 pounds per acre, with irrigated fields producing even higher. Cotton may not cover as much land as corn or soybeans, but it remains highly profitable due to its fiber, seed, and oil products. How? American farmers harvest cotton. Cotton harvesting in the U.S. is one of the most mechanized systems in modern agriculture. Farmers use powerful machines called cotton pickers and cotton strippers. A cotton picker uses rotating spindles to gently pull cotton from the bolls without removing the plant. These machines leave stems and leaves behind, focusing only on the fluffy fiber. Cotton pickers are used in most American cotton states because they collect clean, high-quality cotton. A cotton stripper, used mainly in Texas, removes the entire boll and surrounding plant material. The cotton is then cleaned in the gin. This method is used in regions where the plant grows shorter or where weather causes bolls to open unevenly. Modern pickers, like the John Deere 7760 or John Deere CP690, transform harvesting by producing round cotton modules directly in the field. These huge cylindrical bales are wrapped automatically and dropped on the ground for pickup, eliminating the need for manual building of cotton bales. Case IH also produces advanced cotton pickers with large capacity and efficient spindle systems. Once picked, cotton is transported to a cotton gin where seeds are removed and the fiber is cleaned. The cleaned cotton fiber is pressed into 500-pound bales, ready for mills or export. A day in the life of an American cotton farmer. A cotton farmer's harvest day starts early in the morning with machinery checks, fuel loading, and field inspections. Cotton moisture must be low and weather must be dry to harvest good quality fiber. Farmers check for boll opening, leaf dryness, and field conditions. Once machines start rolling, several cotton pickers move through fields, collecting rows of cotton and producing giant round modules. Support tractors and module trucks transport bales to the gin, while technicians monitor moisture, machine settings, and unloading times. Dust, heat, and long hours are common challenges during harvest season. Farmers often work until late at night to finish fields before rain arrives because moisture can damage fiber quality. Despite long hours and heavy workloads, cotton harvest is the most rewarding time, the point where farmers see the results of an entire year's dedication. How much income do cotton farmers make? Cotton farmer income varies widely across the United States. Profit depends on yield, irrigation, input costs, and global cotton prices. A typical cotton price ranges from 70 to 90 cents per pound, but can rise or fall with world markets. For example, if a farmer harvests 800 pounds per acre and sells cotton at 80 cents, the gross income is about $640 per acre. But production expenses, seed, fertilizer, chemicals, machinery, labor, irrigation, and fuel reduce this, while drought-affected regions may struggle to break even. The cottonseed removed during ginning also adds extra income because it is used for animal feed and cottonseed oil. Government programs and crop insurance help farmers manage risk and stabilize income during low-yield years. U.S. cotton exports. Who buys American cotton? The United States is the world's largest cotton exporter. Every year, about 70–80% of all U.S. cotton is exported to foreign countries. Major buyers include China, Vietnam, Bangladesh, Turkey, Indonesia, and Pakistan. These countries have large textile industries that rely on American cotton because of its cleanliness, consistency, and fiber strength. American cotton is considered high quality and is preferred by large international textile mills. U.S. cotton travels through ports in Texas, Georgia, California, and Louisiana before reaching global markets. The export sector strengthens the U.S. economy, supports rural jobs, and helps maintain stable cotton prices. The future of cotton farming in the U.S. looks both challenging and innovative. Drought, water shortages, rising input costs, and global competition are major challenges. However, farmers are adopting modern technologies like precision irrigation, genetically improved cotton varieties, moisture sensors, and autonomous harvesters. These tools improve yield, reduce waste, and protect soil health. Sustainable cotton certification programs are also growing, helping farmers produce fiber with lower environmental impact. Cotton remains an important crop for America's agriculture, clothing industry, and export economy. With innovation and resilience, American farmers continue to keep this historic crop alive for future generations. Corn harvesting rush across the United States, where millions of acres turn golden in late summer and early autumn, and giant machines sweep across the fields, collecting tons of corn for food, feed, fuel, and industry. In this documentary, you will see how American farmers grow, harvest, store, and export corn using some of the world's most advanced agricultural systems. Corn is the backbone of American agriculture, and in this video we explore the complete journey from field to factory to global export. So let us begin and discover the true scale of American corn farming. What is corn and why it is important in America? Corn, also known as maize, is the most produced and most valuable crop in the United States. It has a powerful impact on farming, food production, animal feed, ethanol fuel, and global trade. Corn is used to make hundreds of products, including tortillas, cornmeal, breakfast cereals, oil, sweeteners, snacks, livestock feed, biofuel, and even industrial materials like plastic and cardboard. America grows more corn than any other country in the world and supplies massive quantities to international markets. Corn farming supports millions of American jobs. From seed companies and fertilizer suppliers to truck drivers, ethanol plants, and export ports. Because of its versatility and high yield, corn is the king of U.S. crops and the foundation of modern farming. Types of corn grown in the United States. The United States grows mainly field corn, not sweet corn. Field corn is used for animal feed, ethanol fuel, and industrial products. Only a small percentage is used for human food directly. Field corn is tough, hardy, and high in starch, making it perfect for processing. Sweet corn, the kind people eat fresh or canned, represents less than 1% of total corn acreage. There is also silage corn, used for feeding dairy and beef cattle. Most of America's corn is genetically improved with drought tolerance and pest resistance, ensuring higher yields and reducing crop losses. Corn harvesting season in America. Corn harvesting season begins when the plants dry down and kernels reach the ideal moisture level. In the United States, corn is harvested mainly between September and November. Southern states like Texas and Louisiana may start harvesting as early as August, while northern states like Minnesota, North Dakota, and Wisconsin may finish in late October or early November. Corn harvest timing depends on temperature, rainfall, and the hybrid variety. Farmers aim for corn moisture of around 15% to 20% for safe harvesting. If grain moisture is too high, they use grain dryers. If too low, the kernels may crack or fall off the cob. Harvest season is a race against time, as cold temperatures or early snowfall in northern states can damage the crop. Biggest corn-producing states. In the U.S., corn is grown across many parts of America, but the highest production comes from a region known as the Corn Belt, located in the Midwest. The top corn-producing states include Iowa, Illinois, Nebraska, Minnesota, Indiana, South Dakota, Kansas, and Ohio. Iowa and Illinois often compete for the top position, each producing more corn than entire countries. Nebraska is a leader because of its irrigated farmland, while Minnesota and South Dakota contribute strong production thanks to fertile soils and advanced machinery. These states together produce the majority of U.S. corn and are the heart of American grain farming. Corn production and land area in 2023-24. Corn covers the largest farmland area of any crop in the United States. In the 2023-24 season, America harvested roughly 380 to 390 million metric tons of corn, far more than any other nation. Total planted area was around 90 million acres, with harvested area slightly lower depending on weather and crop loss. Corn yields averaged 170 to 180 bushels per acre, with some irrigated fields reaching over 220 bushels. The United States remains the #1 corn producer in the world, supplying massive tonnage for animal feed, ethanol production, and global export. Corn production rises and falls with rainfall patterns, but overall technological improvements keep harvests strong. How American farmers harvest corn. Corn harvesting in America uses massive machines called combine harvesters, fitted with corn headers. A corn header has pointed snouts that guide stalks into the machine, where rollers pull the plant down, while snapping plates remove the ears from the stalk. Inside the combine, the ears are shelled and kernels are separated from the cob. The clean grain is stored in the combine's grain tank until it is unloaded into grain carts or trucks. The stalks and leaves, known as residue, are chopped and spread across the field to return nutrients to the soil. Modern combine brands such as John Deere, Case IH, Claas Lexion, and New Holland dominate the fields. Today's machines come equipped with autopilot steering, yield mapping sensors, moisture monitors, and powerful engines that allow farmers to harvest hundreds of acres per day. This high-speed, high-efficiency system makes American corn farming one of the most advanced in the world. A day in the life of an American corn farmer. A corn farmer's harvest day begins before sunrise with machine inspections, fuel checks, and moisture tests. When the morning dew dries, combines line up at the field edges and begin harvesting row by row. Grain carts driven by tractor operators move alongside the combines to collect grain on the go, keeping machines running without stopping. Semi-trucks transport grain from the fields to storage bins, drying facilities, and grain elevators. Many farms operate late into the night using bright LED lights to maximize harvest time. Farmers must watch weather forecasts closely because rainfall, frost, or early snow can delay harvest. Harvest season is fast, intense, and physically demanding, but it is also the most exciting part of the farming year because this is when the entire year's hard work turns into profit. How much income do corn farmers earn? Corn farmer income depends heavily on yield, grain price, and input costs. Corn prices often range between $4 to $6 per bushel, but in some years can rise much higher. For example, if a farmer harvests 180 bushels per acre and sells at $5 per bushel, the gross income becomes $900 per acre. However, expenses such as fertilizer, seed, chemicals, machinery depreciation, fuel, and labor reduce profit significantly. Irrigated corn can cost even more to produce, but also yields more. Some farmers earn strong profits during high price years, while others face narrow margins during drought seasons or when global prices fall. Many farmers use crop insurance and forward contracts to protect themselves from price drops. Corn also provides extra income through ethanol plants, livestock feed buyers, and export premiums. The United States is the largest exporter of corn in the world. Every year, tens of millions of tons of U.S. corn are shipped overseas. Major buyers include Mexico, Japan, Colombia, South Korea, China, and Egypt. American corn is valued for its reliability, large volume, and consistent quality. Corn exports move through major ports along the Gulf of Mexico, especially in Louisiana and Texas, where massive grain terminals load ships heading to Asia, Africa, and Latin America. The export sector helps strengthen the U.S. economy and stabilizes prices for farmers. Some American corn is also exported indirectly as meat because animals like cattle, pigs, and poultry eat corn-based feed, and their meat is then sold to other countries. Corn export is a huge part of the U.S. food system and connects American farmers with global buyers. Corn and ethanol, the fuel connection. A major portion of U.S. corn goes into ethanol production, which is used as a renewable fuel blended with gasoline. Ethanol plants buy corn from local farmers, grind it, ferment it, and convert it into fuel. For many farmers, the ethanol industry provides a stable market with predictable demand. Byproducts from ethanol production, known as DDGS, dried distillers grains, are used as high-protein livestock feed. This creates a powerful cycle where corn supports both energy and food industries. The U.S. government promotes ethanol blending to reduce oil dependence and support rural economies. This makes corn not just a food crop, but also a major energy crop. The future of corn farming in the United States includes both challenges and innovations. Climate change, rising input costs, and market competition affect profitability. But new technologies like precision planting, satellite crop monitoring, drought-resistant hybrids, and autonomous tractors are transforming farming. Soil conservation practices like cover crops and reduced tillage help protect farmland for future generations. Many farmers are adopting sustainable methods to improve soil health and reduce fertilizer waste. Despite challenges, corn will remain America's top crop because of its incredible versatility and strong global demand. Thank you for watching Green Discovery. Today, you saw how American farmers grow and harvest millions of tons of corn using advanced machinery and modern technology. From the vast Corn Belt to the export ports along the Gulf of Mexico, corn travels through an amazing journey before reaching markets worldwide. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more global agriculture documentaries. See you in the next video.